When news broke that Jim Jones and his longtime companion, Chrissy Lampkin, had just welcomed a baby into the world, the headlines were filled with delight. Fans of love and hip-hop were shocked to learn that Jim and Chrissy had finally made the decision to become parents after years of rumors and ups and downs in their turbulent relationship. This felt like a fresh chapter for the couple, an opportunity to start a family after experiencing highs and lows and all in between, away from the drama and cameras that had shaped so much of their past. This was everything Chrissy had ever desired. She had supported Jim for years during the failed engagement, over the difficulties of being in the spotlight. But Chrissy experienced a newfound sense of purpose after the birth of their child. She was no longer merely Jim's girlfriend or fiancée. She was now a mother, and the baby represented their love and dedication, a future they could finally create free from the distractions of the past. Nevertheless, the happiness of the baby's birth passed as fast as it had appeared. Soon after the whispers began, people began to question whether this was the joyful ending that it seemed to be or if there was more to the story. Months of allegations about Jim Jones and his alleged marriage to fellow love and hip-hop star Brooke Bailey have been fueled by strange and peculiar conduct. Social network updates: did Jim and Chrissy really get married? Or was it all a well-planned hoax to conceal a much deeper secret? Was the straightforward inquiry. It all started when Jim, in his typical show of ostentation, posted a picture of him and Chrissy holding their newborn. In the middle of celebrating the birth of his child, something seemed strange, even though the picture was lovely and captured everything they had been through to get here. Jim's history soon came back to haunt him, and social media was rife with controversy. While there were lovers and friends in one corner who were really happy for Jim and Chrissy, encouraging them and celebrating their parenting journey there, some were. The skeptics, who had been observing Jim's every action, were the ones who noticed what he was doing and began to piece it together. Jim had been associated with another woman before Chrissy became pregnant. As part of the prolonged drama, singer and love and hip-hop star Brooke Bailey made an appearance on the broadcast. Some tabloids claimed that Jim secretly wed Brooke before getting back together with Chrissy and that their alleged union had begun as a whisper. However, as time passed, these accusations started to seem more plausible. In fact, a number of mysterious Instagram postings from Brooke sparked more questions. In one post, she was spotted wearing a ring, and even while Chrissy never mentioned marriage specifically, it was obvious that Jim's admirers were wondering if he had been secretly married to Brooke while maintaining the appearance of a committed relationship with her. The public couldn't help but wonder whether Jim Jones had staged his marriage to Chrissy to maintain appearances while pretending to be Chrissy's loyal friend and Brooke's enigmatic husband. Chrissy had previously experienced a great deal of drama and now had to deal with something even more significant, so she didn't want to keep silent for very long as usual. She wasn't going to let Jim's potential double life fall apart without taking over the story. With the producers, Chrissy talked candidly about her encounters with the rumors. "I've been with Jim for years. We've been through so much," she explained in a tone that was a mixture of hurt and anger. "He is my partner, and this baby is our future." Chrissy's tolerance had obviously run out after years of having her relationship scrutinized by the public. The rumors concerning Jim and Brooke, however, seemed different. They threatened all Chrissy had worked so hard to build with Jim, and she wasn't going to let it go unanswered as the weeks went by. Someone close to the love and hip-hop group revealed that Jim had actually previously been married to Brooke. The story took a different turn. However, it remained unclear whether the union was a formal marriage, a symbolic gesture, or something else entirely. It was confirmed that Jim and Brooke had been more than casual lovers. He became more defensive, and his social media messages became increasingly erratic and obscure, as if to further deflect attention from the mounting accusations. He kept his private life to himself most of the time. More oddly, the period fell within the same time span when Jim was still actively pursuing his relationship with Chrissy. The revelation caused a more powerful storm. Chrissy made it clear on social media that the truth was all that mattered and that she would not stand for being someone else's second option. Some bands were enraged by Jim's seeming dishonesty and accused him of being a fool. Other bands, however, supported him because they recognized the difficulties in his private life and the obligations that come with being in the public eye. I've stuck by Jim through thick and thin, and it's clear that he and Chrissy were at odds. If there's more to this narrative, I'd expect him to tell me the truth. The games are no longer why I'm here. Is Jim going to reveal his past relationship with Christina, maintain his connection with Chrissy, or was this the start of the end? As their story progressed, it became evident that Jim Jones' mom played a major role. Brooke Bailey and Chrissy Lampkin lived far away, so everyone was waiting for Jim to confess his wrongdoings and show his true allegiance. One thing was certain, regardless of whether Jim had lied about his marriage to Brooke, this was about trust, treachery, and the harsh realities that these celebrities had to deal with, not just a famous child or romance. Regarding Jim and Chrissy, there was a lot of excitement in the news headlines when Jim Jones and his longtime companion revealed they were getting married. After years of speculation and rumors, Jim and Chrissy Lampkin finally became parents. This felt like a fresh chapter for the couple, an opportunity to start a family after experiencing highs and lows and all in between, away from the drama and cameras that had shaped so much of their past. Chrissy had fulfilled all of her ambitions. She had supported Jim during their engagement, which never fully materialized, and the difficulties that accompanied being in the public eye. But now she was also juggling the arrival of their kid. Chrissy sensed now that she was a mother and not just Jim's girlfriend or fiancée. The baby represented their love and dedication, a future they could finally create without the distractions of the past and a revitalized sense of purpose. Nevertheless, the happiness of the baby's birth passed as fast as it had appeared. Due to Jim Jones' odd behavior and strange social media statements, there had been months of speculation about his alleged marriage to fellow love and hip-hop musician Brooke Bailey. The whispers started to question whether there was more to the story, as it seemed to have a joyful finish. The question was straightforward: had Jim actually married Chrissy, or was the entire thing a hoax? It all started when Jim, in his typical show of ostentation, posted a picture of him and Chrissy holding their newborn. Even though the picture was lovely and captured everything they had endured to reach this point, their celebration of the birth of their child appeared strange. Jim's past came back to haunt him right away, and social media was soon blazing with debate. The naysayers who had been observing Jim's every move were mixed in with the admirers and supporters who were really happy for Jim and Chrissy and congratulated them on becoming parents. He began to piece things together after finding out that Jim had been connected to another lady in the months prior to Chrissy being pregnant. As part of the unfolding drama, Brooke Bailey, a passionate hip-hop artist and vocalist, made an appearance on the show. Rumors of their alleged marriage began as a whisper when some tabloids claimed that Jim had secretly wed Brooke before getting back together with Chrissy. However, with time, these stories started to resemble truth.
Chrissy!
Who you talking to like that?
I'm talking to you!
Stop pointing at me,
I'm
Chrissy,
talking,
for
that's
real.
who I was talking to. I'm talking to you. Because
Right.
guess what? We lived in the same house.
You did the biggest part, and the biggest part was when you ran to Miami. And I've got behind that. That's selfish.
And how have I been selfish and I had done nothing but give since the moment
I don't give a about the giving. I'm
what
talking
makes
about how
me
you were being
selfish?
selfish.
When it was revealed that Jim Jones and his longtime partner Chrissy Lampkin welcomed a kid, the news was greeted with excitement. Following years of gossip and personal upheaval, Jim and Chrissy had finally made the decision to. Even though the couple had experienced highs and lows during their time as mothers, this felt like a new beginning, an opportunity to start a family together away from the attention and the chaos that had characterized so much of their earlier years. For Chrissy, it was the realization of all her aspirations.